Well, hey, congratulations on receiving a Fergus Area College Foundation scholarship. We would like to take just a few short moments to go through some important information regarding your scholarship, as well as review our expectations of you as an FACF scholarship recipient. For your convenience, whether you're receiving funds through a federal, Pell, or state grant, student work study, loans, or other private scholarships like the FACF scholarship, your single point of contact is the Financial Aid Office within Student Services. It's your responsibility to fulfill the requirements of your scholarship in order to continue receiving funding. When you accepted your scholarship, you agreed to these requirements. We will elaborate more on these requirements as we proceed through the video. One of the responsibilities is to be checking the email you supplied on your acceptance form, as this is how FACF will communicate with you. Another is to complete the thank you letter to your donors, which we'll explain later. The foundation manages over 100 different scholarship funds. All funds require that the student be enrolled full-time. This means that to remain eligible, you must carry at least 12 credit hours, unless you are in the nursing program, in which credit hours qualifying for full-time scholarship status may fluctuate. You must also maintain a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.5 for the Chester G. and C. John Rosengren scholarships and 3.0 for all other academic scholarships in order to remain eligible. Beyond this, some funds have additional criteria you must continue to meet throughout the school year. An example of this would be a scholarship that requires a student to be enrolled in the choir or band. That is why it is very important to check with the Financial Aid Office before dropping a class. They can help you determine if this will affect your grant or scholarship funding. Scholarships must be used in the school year for which they are awarded. Foundation scholarship awards are generally split into two equal installments. One half of the scholarship is credited to your student account for use in the fall semester, and the other half is credited for use in the spring semester. If you apply late and are awarded late in the fall, or you apply only for spring semester, then 100% of your foundation scholarship will be credited for use in the spring semester. If your funding exceeds your expenses, a check will be issued and you will be able to pick it up in the bookstore. Be sure to be checking your account online to verify your balance. Any penalties incurred as a result of late changes in enrollment will not be covered by scholarship and will be your personal responsibility. You are responsible for knowing the deadlines for dropping classes. If you drop a class before its start date, you will be reimbursed your full tuition and fees paid for the class. However, the further you go past the deadline to drop the class, the less you will be reimbursed. Eventually, no reimbursement will be allowed. Please note, you cannot use your scholarship award to pay for or make up the difference of penalties. If you miss the deadline due to an extenuating circumstance, be sure to contact the Financial Aid Office. They have policies and procedures for requesting a waiver. Even if your foundation scholarship is renewable, one thing to keep in mind is you must reapply each year. You also must continue to meet the required criteria to continue to receive funding. Applications are accepted during the spring semester for the following academic year. Be sure to submit your completed application prior to the deadline to have priority consideration. Scholarships may be awarded after the deadline if funding continues to be available. If you are planning on returning to M-State, you are strongly encouraged to apply for a FACF scholarship. The foundation raises scholarship and program dollars from all types of donors: individuals and families from the community, alumni, other businesses, organizations, agencies, and even M-State faculty and staff. They all give because they value education and they believe that everyone has a right to an education. The only thing they want in return is to see you succeed. That is why when a donor or a potential donor has an opportunity to connect with and meet a person who has benefited from their gifts, it's a very important opportunity. Throughout the year, the FACF hosts special events for donors and potential donors. These are great opportunities to introduce or reintroduce our guests to M-State Fergus Falls and our fabulous students. As a scholarship recipient, it is expected that you will attend the scholarship reception. More details are provided in the following section. For those special events, you will receive emails about these opportunities. We ask you to consider each invitation to participate. They can be great networking opportunities. The time commitment is usually included with the announcement of these opportunities. Your role as a volunteer can range from being a greeter, to an usher, to even a guest speaker. We don't expect students to skip class, work, or other family obligations to volunteer, but we do ask that you seriously consider your availability and respond promptly. Sometimes we need 2 volunteers, other times we need 22. Please don't assume that others will reply and you're not needed. Your participation is essential to our success, and who knows what opportunities may be in store for you. As stated previously, FACF donors give to provide opportunities for you to succeed. One of the opportunities for donors to connect with you who are benefiting from their generosity is through the scholarship reception. The scholarship reception is an event to honor you for your achievement as well as to thank donors for their generosity. As a recipient, you are expected to make arrangements to participate in this event. If you have an emergency that will not allow you to attend, you must stop in the FACF office located in the library building across from the computer help desk in L140 and explain the reason why you're not able to attend. Please submit up to 3 addresses with names for which you would like invitations mailed. You can do this by downloading, completing, and submitting the scholarship reception invitation list. The deadline for submitting names and addresses is September 30th. You may wish to send an invite to someone even if you're not sure if they'll be able to attend. An example would be wanting to share your success with a grandparent who's just not able to travel. For details on what is expected of you, the dress code, date and time, and where to meet, please click on the link Scholarship Reception. Each of you has a unique story about how you were able to continue your education with the help of FACF scholarships. People will identify with your narrative and often be moved by it. FACF uses these stories to attract donors and invite other students to apply for scholarships. That's why we need to share your story. When you accepted your scholarship award, you were asked to give permission to FACF to use your name for publicity purposes. This gives FACF permission to use relevant information regarding your scholarship award in various promotional materials, such as brochures, newsletters, websites, social media, videos, and other media. This also includes your personal essay, as well as excerpts from your letters of recommendation and appreciation. Please note that no private or sensitive information will be shared. As mentioned earlier, donors give to the foundation to support M-State Fergus Falls campus students because they want everyone, regardless of personal circumstances, to have access to education. They believe in the FACF mission. Through the support of donors, Fergus Area College Foundation provides resources to enrich learning, living, working, and serving. Think of the scholarship process as bookends to your work towards your education goals. The first bookend is the application process you've completed. In between the bookends are your scholarship award and the work you are currently doing. The end bookend that holds everything together is your thank you letter. Every recipient is required to write a thank you letter to his or her donor or donors. This is a condition for receiving an FACF scholarship. It is very important to let our donors know that we, as a family of M-State Fergus Falls students and staff, truly appreciate their generosity and support. Don't forget, your thank you letter must be mailed to your donors and a copy submitted to the FACF office by September 30th. For a complete list of requirements in writing your thank you letter, please print out the attachment labeled Thank You Letter Requirements and have it with you when you begin. In closing, we'd like to say once again, congratulations on receiving an FACF Scholarship Award. Best wishes for continued success at M-State Fergus Falls and with all your future endeavors. Just a reminder of some important details. Number 1, regularly check the email you gave the foundation office on your scholarship application form. Number 2, know and fulfill the requirements of your scholarship. Number 3, write and mail your thank you letters by September 30th, as well as submitting copies to the foundation office. Number 4, submit the names and addresses of those you wish to have invitations mailed to for the scholarship reception by September 30th. Number 5, attend the scholarship reception. And number 6, during spring semester, submit your application to renew your scholarship for the next academic year.